Karnataka cabinet swearing in is taking place. So finally, 3 weeks after being sworn in as Chief Minister, Yediyurappa getting cabinet colleagues. Remember, all this while there had been no cabinet in place. This is because when earlier plans were made and Yediyurappa went to Delhi to speak to Amit Shah, he was told to return to the state to help with the flood relief operations. Well, let's go across to Maya Sharma for more. And Maya, tell us so far who all have been sworn in.
Well, the seniors so far, Jagdish Shettar currently taking the oath. Unusual because he was a chief minister earlier. So for a chief minister actually to then become a cabinet minister in another chief minister's government is very unusual. Usually they don't do this. But Jagdish Shettar, former chief minister, taking the oath now. A little earlier there was R. Ashoka, who was a very prominent figure in the fall of the coalition government. It is said that the independents actually stayed at a flat in his house. R. Ashoka was the former Home Minister of Karnataka as well. We also had KS Yediyurappa. Now, that is interesting because Yediyurappa is a former BJP president of the state, and his relationship with BS Yediyurappa is not said to be the greatest. But he did, in fact, touch the feet of BS Yediyurappa after taking oath. That certainly was very interesting. We've also had Ashwath Narayan, another person who was very prominent in that whole collapse of the coalition government. He was seen meeting rebels. He was seen all over the place. So Ashwath Narayan, a minister. Govind Karjol was the very first person to take oath, a senior BJP MLA. Lakshman Savadi, who is not yet an MLA, he would need to seek election within 6 months. And KS Yediyurappa, also, as I said, a former state president who actually touched the feet of BS Yediyurappa. Now, B. Sri Ramulu is being invited to take the oath. Sri Ramulu, of course, a very wealthy man from Ballari district, very close to the Reddy brothers of Ballari, Janardhan Reddy, who is facing cases of illegal iron ore mining. Now, Sri Ramulu, of course, was very prominent when Yediyurappa became chief minister for the very first time, helping, along with the Reddy brothers, helping to win over MLAs to see that Yediyurappa actually could take charge as the first BJP minister in South India. This was back in 2008. But B. Sri Ramulu here, very close to the Reddy brothers, now being sworn in as a minister in Yediyurappa's cabinet. This, of course, more than 3 weeks after Yediyurappa first took oath, where he actually had to travel around Karnataka by himself without a cabinet, as the state dealt with devastating floods which left more than 80 people dead.
Right, Maya, and what is the situation, because the opposition, now the Congress, JDS, of course, are in the opposition, and they were critical of the BJP, saying that, in such a situation, the crisis that the state was facing, the flooding, the number of death crossing 80, and that Yediyurappa did not even have a cabinet in place.
That is correct. There was plenty of criticism from the coalition government, with strong tweets from them saying, with the JDS saying, in fact, is this why you brought down a functioning coalition government? At a time of floods, there is no minister on the ground. We've had Siddaramaiah also criticizing Yediyurappa badly, the Congress mocking the BJP for taking so long to actually clear the cabinet. 2 weeks ago, of course, BS Yediyurappa did go to Delhi with a list of potential names. He wanted to meet Amit Shah and get it cleared. He did meet Amit Shah, but at that time, the BJP president told him, head back to Karnataka, take care of the flood situation. We'll talk about the expansion later on. So Yediyurappa did that. As soon as he landed in Bengaluru, then in fact he flew off to flood-hit North Karnataka. He only went back at the end of last week to Delhi to meet his leaders. And on Saturday, it was announced that the swearing-in would actually happen today, that is Tuesday. But of course, it's not a complete cabinet. At least half the berths will be kept empty. This could be for those former rebel MLAs of the Congress and the JDS who have been disqualified. They may well have been promised cabinet berths. Their case is in the Supreme Court against the disqualification. And if they do win that case, well, then they may expect cabinet berths as a reward for helping to bring down the coalition government. And also, of course, the BJP MLAs who have not been made ministers, some vacant posts will keep them in a sense of hope and actually keep them united. But shows of unity here already, with KS Yediyurappa not the closest to BS Yediyurappa actually touching the chief minister's feet. But right now, B. Sri Ramulu actually taking oath as minister, cabinet minister in Karnataka. This, of course, the time where not for the fourth time actually that BS Yediyurappa is actually becoming chief minister of the state. Now we have Suresh Kumar also. Suresh Kumar was a former law minister in the previous BJP government. He has a certain amount of respect for being honest. He is one of the ministers with the lowest assets declared, actually. Suresh Kumar taking oath there as a minister in Yediyurappa's cabinet. Yediyurappa, of course, chief minister for the fourth time. A list of 17 names has been sent to the governor for consideration as ministers. And so far, it's going according to that list, with Suresh Kumar being the 8th minister to be sworn in out of the list of 17. And he is taking the oath now as he represents Rajajinagar in Bengaluru, and Suresh Kumar taking the oath there at the Raj Bhavan at this ceremony today.